Every time you compose a shot, it's referential of something that's in your DNA. I happen to, grow up watching Sergio Leone films when I was probably too young, and felt like I was, sneaking into another world. So, yeah. I think this film more than others the protagonist is, fancies himself a hero and has all these references, some of them Greek, some Shakespeare, some, Leone, some, John Ford. I mean, and once he kind of clues into, oh, I'm in a Western, I think he starts to kind of bring that to the film, if you will. Well, I first came up with the idea with two friends, John Carls and David Shannon, in 2003. Then I went off to make two pirate movies. I'd written an outline. Came back after that, said I want to take some time to actually, make this film. Spent a year and a half with 7 artists in my house, working on the script, playing music, writing script, putting storyboards, everything sort of open format, creating what we call the story reel. And then that was without a studio affiliation. And then we set it up at Paramount, and then we recorded the actors in a 20-day period, and then a year and a half up at ILM. Well, why give up what we do? I mean, it was just early on, it was like, wow, what's an animated movie? And to me, it's not a genre, and it's just a technique for telling a story. And none of us knew what we were doing. We hadn't made one of these before, so it was like, well, time out. Let's just do what we do. I mean, Davy Jones is animated, right? I mean, I have relationships with this particular group of animators. We've done all these shots together. Let's use them. We didn't want to. I don't know. We just wanted to make it feel comfortable. So we just did. We didn't know what we were doing, and therefore we knew it was going to be different. Emotion captures anytime you're shooting a film, you're capturing emotion. So that was just a way of saying, let's make sure that that we're poised, ready to kind of get off the page. We're ready to capture something something raw, something honest. And there's so many iterations in animation that we have to kind of manufacture anomaly, or it gets cold. It was all keyframe animation. I think we did one little bit of motion capture, which was the dance number, just because there were so many people in that line that it would just seem like a more efficient way. But everything was keyframed. So after the 20 days of recording audio and editing it, yeah, there were discussions with an animator about you should blink on frame 36 and not frame 48, and it's just micromanaging. Endless micromanaging in the pursuit of something honest and something, that's what's great about working with ILM is the amount of detail in the eyes, in the close-up, in the follicles. It was really really important to try to get something like to understand what's going on behind those eyes. We were never in pursuit of photoreal because there's nothing I mean, creatures are prone, and there's scale issues all over the place. We were just concerned with emotional reality, and so very early on with ILM, it was a conversation about the characters are the most important. We need that amount of detail in the faces, in the rigs that are underneath the skin, to accomplish that. That's always a concern, and certainly a challenge for marketing. I think if I were marketing the film, no one would come. So I think there's something for everybody to love, something for everybody to hate. I just try to make films that I would enjoy seeing, and hope there's enough people out there like me. think just the idea that that animation is not a genre. You know, it is. We can do anything. I'd love to see, you know, an R-rated animated movie, PG-13 animated movie. I don't think that this idea that they have to just be, you know, for kids and moms, and I think there's a lot in Rango for kids and moms. But I think that there's a whole world to be explored in animation. It's a wonderful technique, but so is color film. You know, I mean, you know, I think we use it where if we have a story to tell. I don't think we ever approached it. We just never, partly because we didn't know how to make an animated movie, I suppose, and partly because that was really liberating. We just, you know, set out. There were no rules.